Looks like I'm not going to be able to cut very many videos tonight due to the computer being slow. I want to do a second take on this video too. Just try to what's the word? Not spice it up, but try to tighten it up a little bit. REO Speedwagon on Billboard's Hot 100. Classic arena band REO Speedwagon, along with Journey and Rush, hard rock bands from the Midwest that would incorporate enough pop influences to gin up some hit records, particularly in the 80s. By the 80s, in the late 70s, they were just getting cranked up. REO Speedwagon, uh, Billboard's Hot 100, outsourcing Billboard's Hot 100, like I did the other night of August 12, 1978, the one with Three Times a Lady by the Commodores at number one. Roll with the Changes was the first single they had in 1978. That went to number 58. Time for Me to Fly went to number 56. But here's the thing about Time for Me to Fly. It ultimately went to number 56. It was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 13 weeks. Now think about it. The song did not even make top 40. As a matter of fact, the week of August 12, 1978, the song was at number 62, up from 64. Top 40 radio was not embracing REO Speedwagon in the 70s. Both the AM and the growing number of FM stations were not playing this. Who's heard of REO Speedwagon? Well, a lot of people have. The album is from You Can Tune a Piano, but you can't tune a tuna fish. Now, let me rephrase that. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. That's the name of the album. It's their seventh studio album, REO Speedwagon. They started, boy, this has been a long haul for REO Speedwagon. They started in 1967. Released their first album in 1971. I am going to mention something about their first album in just a few minutes because I found something amazing about it that blew me away that I want to share with you. Kevin Cronin, the signature lead singer of REO Speedwagon, joined the band in 1972, and time for their second album, I believe. And big album, their first really big album, High Fidelity. They finally hit it big in 1980. The fall of 1980, Keep On Loving You exploded all over the AM and FM top 40 airwaves. Here was their radio-friendly hit, Keep On Loving You. Then there was Take It On the Run. That was in the spring of 81. Keep the Fire Burning was another hit in 82. Can't Fight This Feeling in 1984, early 1985. REO Speedwagon becoming a mainstay on 80's top 40 playlist. Not so much in the late 70s though, but they were selling out arenas, putting out great albums. First album by REO Speedwagon, I got to mention this. 1971, produced by it was co-produced by a guy named Paul Leka, Leka, Paul Leka. Oh my God! Well, here's the thing about Paul Leka. He had a recording studio in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It was above Main Street in Bridgeport. It was sitting over a five and dime store. It sounds humble, doesn't it? But he recorded Harry Chapin's Cats in the Cradle there. And REO Speedwagon worked on their original material for their first album at that recording studio, as humble as that sounds. Bridgeport, Connecticut. But now here's the even more amazing thing about Paul Leka. He co-wrote The Green Tambourine, Lemon Pipers, 1968. Remember that? He also, oh God, now this is incredible. You see, Paul Leka was in a band back in the early 60s called Chateau. Chateau is Chateau. In the late 60s, he teamed up with two of his former bandmates of the Chateau band from the early 60s. Paul Leka left the band so he could pursue the songwriting and production, but he teamed up with two of his former bandmates. And guess what happened? They called themselves Steam. And they had that humongous one-hit wonder. Na 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 na, na 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 na, Hey, hey, goodbye, 1969. Paul Lika co-wrote that song. He created the chorus of Na 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 Na. As a matter of fact, I believe Chateau actually did that song back in the early 60s. It was in their repertoire, but it was remade, jazzed up in the late 60s. Paul Lika co-wrote that song. And it has been said that to create the sound that he wanted, he took a hammer and hit the piano keys with it. Boy, we're going from REO Speedwagon to guess who? Paul Lika also produced this lovely bubblegum hit. It's around the summer, fall of 1969. Do you remember the Mamas and Papas sounding record, Will You Be Staying After Sunday? Or Be Home by Monday, something like that. He produced it, he arranged it, he orchestrated that record. My goodness, we're going all the way. This is it. This is Mr. DJ at work. Going all the way from REO Speedwagon to Peppermint Rainbow, and let's circle back to REO Speedwagon. Time for me to fly. For Billboard's Hot 100, August 12, 1978.